People are saying this is the most overpriced Lego Star Wars set ever, so I decided to build it and find out if any of that's true. Why is this set controversial? I think it boils down to three main reasons: price, inaccuracy, lack of content. Starting on price, £25 or $35 if you're in the US, 207 pieces, 2 figures, and a small build. Just for the fun, let's compare what that could have got you in some other sets. This set, £25, or this set. This set includes 9 minifigures, 5 of them are droids, but I'm calling them minifigures, some great builds, and I think it's actually not too bad. Okay, you're telling me half of those aren't figures. All right, no worries. I'll raise you. 3 figures, one we've never seen before, exclusive mold, way bigger build. Why would you not buy this? It's not looking good. The second point, inaccuracies. I think the build's too big, a small build. Inaccuracies. The figures aren't quite right, and not to mention, this was never a thing. This scene has never been seen in The Mandalorian or Boba because they've just gelled them together. He didn't have his speeder bike when he saw Cad Bane, and in The Mandalorian, Cad Bane wasn't around when he was on the speeder bike. I don't get it. My final point was lack of content. What I mean by that is, it just doesn't have the source. 207 pieces, 2 figures. Why couldn't it have had the companion set been this included? This is the Mandalorian speeder. Yes, a small build. Yes, $8.99. That already looks better value when we're comparing it to this. If this was all together for £25, it'd be a steal.
I'm actually gassed to get this one put together and really see if it's worth the money. The build starts off with 3 numbered bags, and you also get a very small instruction manual. As you can see, this is the first bag, so we've already built Cobb Vanth in the back. He is a pretty cool figure, but we'll look at him in a bit more detail in a moment. The build itself is super easy. As you can see, we're tearing into bag 2 right now, which gives us this beautiful Cad Bane figure. We're also finishing off the actual seat part of the speeder. I have to say, this is a really fun build. I highly recommend it to anyone for the pure experience. It's nice and brick built, there's not too much Technic. If you know me, I absolutely hate Technic. Don't roast me in the comments, I just think it's not quite Lego. Anyway, I think the build is really fun, it's super easy, it's quite brick based as I said, and the engine piece, which I'm kind of working on now, was really impressive how they kind of thought about putting everything together. There's also some really cool greeling, I think that's what it's called, on the side. Basically extra detail to really bring this model to life. We're wrapping up the build now. I'm really excited to show you all the little quirky features and some of the things you might not actually know about it. Let's get into it. Wow, I'm impressed. The build is actually bigger than I thought. I know I've said it's small and then big, but it's pretty much bang on. I think the side profile is by far the best. The engine looks great, the front looks great, and come on, Cobb Vanth looks amazing. And here he is, he's very much giving George Lucas. The side arm printing is lovely. I especially like the torso. They've added a great shine, very, very accurate to what we see on the camera. Leg printing's great, little scarf piece, very similar to the side there on the other arm, and the beard texturing is also quite nice. Removing George's hair, you can see the back here. We've got quite serious face. However, I prefer the cheeky grin he's got right now. I think that looks better. Speaking of better, here it is. This is Cad Bane, a fantastic figure. Nice arm printing. The flesh color is perfect for what we saw. Double blasters. I don't love the small hat. I have to say I prefer the 2010 large Clone Wars style hats. However, nice torso print. Leg print continues on. Gives him the robe look. I think that is a great looking figure. Let's take a closer look at this speeder then without the rider. Side, really, really cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. The engine, it is sweet. It is nice. I think they could have done with some smaller pieces to add a bit more detail. Not a big fan of that barrel piece. I think it looks a bit odd. The front is very much giving Anakin Skywalker pod racer. I like the side. I like the top. I like it all. Flipping the bad boy over. What a cool set, man. I'm looking at it more and more. I love it. It looks great. Colouring, detail, size. I think they've nailed it. What they haven't nailed though is the pricing. Lego, come on. This is $19.99 all day long, not $25. What a joke. Speaking of jokes, have a look at this. There's a bit of storage in here, and that is nice. That isn't the joke. I'll come onto the joke in a moment, but let's take a look at what we've got inside. This is Cobb Vanth's or Boba's helmet, and it looks good. I like the rangefinder, I like the detailing, I think it's well suited. The next item on our shopping list is milk of all things. This is Bantha milk, which is pretty cool. It's different to the blue milk we saw originally with the Skywalker promotion, but I think it's a cool piece. It's a bit of a, unique thing, a bit of an Easter egg, and these chaps will love drinking it. The final weird thing is this carrot. I just don't know what the hell this thing is. It just doesn't make sense, but if you know, let me know. Okay, I hear you. You're saying what was funny about those three things? You said there was a joke. Well, the joke is more in the functionality. As you can see, I am fighting for my life trying to fit these three small items in there. And, after what, a couple good seconds right now, you can see I'm still playing around with it. Finally, I've got it working. Let me shut it. Oh no, it still won't shut. It's an absolute pain to get this thing to shut. But come on, look how cool he looks. One hand on the wheel, the other with the revolver, looking for Cad Bane even though he never sees him. Oh, what's that? Cad Bane? Hello, mate. See you later. What a cool thing. Alright, enough messing around. Take a look at the back. Still detailed. It looks great. I did notice there's a little clip. I think it's meant to hold his revolver, but I did something different. I just chucked Cad Bane on the bad boy, using his gun to kind of hold him in there. I thought that was pretty damn cool. There's a lot of posability with this set, and obviously that was just something I came up with. I'm sure you guys will think of better things, but pretty cool. Should you buy this set? I think you should, but don't do what I did. Don't pay full up, because that's just a straight scam. Wait for it to go on sale. Even a 10%, 20%, 30% would be nice. It will be justified. It will be worth it. Maybe time it at the double insiders, but I think if you pay under retail, this is a great set. Cool build, great figures. It will look really nice with the Mandalorian speeder. You can get that as well. It's going to look cool on your shelf. I would buy it.
Leave a comment for which set you want me to look at next.